It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Man open left side is Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A gain of 7. First down, Chargers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They snap it to Herbert. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Browns hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. These two teams all tied after one.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down, 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Third and 2, Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Chargers. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 16. Brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole.
Touchdown! Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Watson off play action. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In motion right is Hopkins. Watson on third down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against some good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pulled in at the 24. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. From just shy of midfield, Watson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, it's Watson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Hunter Henry taking it in from a yard out.
And the Browns get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Herbert, he's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. It's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now, Watson.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this